much better. Well, we've actually been asked to share with you today a little bit behind the story of the success of Juice Plus over the last 7 years. So to put that in context, between 2010 and 2017, the Juice Plus Australian-New Zealand market has grown by 900%. Yep, that's 900%. That's pretty cool. What changed? Well, a few things happened, I think, that are important for us to learn from. Firstly, we moved from being predominantly a product-focused business to actually looking at our business as our fifth product. So we have our capsules, we have our complete, we have our chews, our amazing omegas now, and our business opportunity. Whatever door that people want to walk through is actually their choice, but they need to know that there is a choice to be able to make that decision. And I think that's really, really important. We know that we have the most amazing product on the planet. I don't think anybody in this room will ever doubt that. It is backed by science. We don't need to really, honestly, doubt it at all. And so the first rule of business is to be a product of the product, making sure that we are taking our product, sharing our stories, and inviting other people to do the same. By us sharing our stories, we create curiosity for people to want to try what it is that we're taking. What if we were to do the same thing with our business? One of the important words for us on our journey in Australia and New Zealand was how can we make the greatest amount of impact? When we focus on that, we look at how many people can we impact in an even quicker way. If you think about it, most distributors have around about 10 customers each. Now I know there's some of you that are absolutely rocking it, and some of you may have 50 plus. But on average, if we're really honest, most have around about 10 customers each. That is an impact of 11. So you taking Juice Plus and your 10 customers. You might have more in your family, but just for easy maths for me, that's 11, okay? Alrighty, so you're making that impact. What though if you were to shift your thinking just slightly and over time introduce 10 distributors into your organization? Suddenly the impact that you're having on the world has gone from 11, you and your 10 customers, to 121 people, them and their customers, eating Juice Plus day after day, changing their health statistics, just by you deciding to make one simple change, adding the business opportunity to your conversation. Actually making the discussion about the person in front of you and looking to see how can you make a difference in their lives rather than worrying about yourself. The next shift that we saw in our team was really seeing our direct selling network marketing as the most brilliant and smartest business opportunity on the planet. We know that to be true. We've got the social proof around that. This is a model that lets ordinary people like you and I absolutely live extraordinary lives. And if you've been listening to the NMD talks over the last few days, you will see that to be true. Every single person who stood on this stage is just an ordinary person, but because of this business, they actually get to live extraordinary lives. The beautiful thing about that, though, is they get to impact not just themselves, but many others to their time, treasure, and talents. Why would we not share? It just seems a no-brainer to me. Once I got this myself in my own business over 25 years ago, when my mindset shifted from the impact I could make by being proud out loud about who I was and that I was a direct selling professional, my business and my life shifted. I woke up each day looking for the opportunity to be able to help people, not just through product, but through this amazing business model. As a Juice Plus family, when we shifted our mindset to one of possibility and pride in what we had to offer, the results changed, and we almost immediately started to see the impact that we are making on the world changing as well. After all, as I said at the beginning, that is what we're about. We're about the impact on people's lives that we can make, whether that be health, wealth, and many times both. So the question I have for each of you today is, do you want to impact a few, or do you want to be the catalyst that helps to create a movement that impacts the many? That's going to be your choice. And I hope that you choose the many. Sound good? Oh, good, you're still awake. That's good. All righty. I now want to introduce two of our awesome leaders to you. They have chosen to impact the many through the organizations that they are creating. They have done this through a number of ways: mindset shift, massive impact goals, and using the tools that are available to them today, such as social media. The first person I'd love to bring to the stage is Kira Westwick. With 12 years experience in the health and fitness industry, Kira is now a stay-at-home mum with a passion for bringing health and deliciousness together at the table. Her mission is helping parents to build healthy food cultures in their homes so that they can inspire their children to consciously and happily fall in love with whole foods. When the Juice Plus products were actually introduced into her life, it complemented what she was already doing perfectly. Kira first joined Juice Plus about 2.5 years ago with a vision of purely supporting her husband, Adam. What started as a small dream, though, turned into an NMD 200 Club Plus business. And she was also winner of the coveted Franchisee of the Year for Australia New Zealand Conference 2016. Kira has grown her team strongly and knows the power in going wide, continually adding frontline to her team. Kira, whilst being a master of duplication, also helps develop strong, independent leaders. Indeed, one might say that she is an expert in this area. Kira Westwick. I'm also going to ask a young gentleman to join us on stage, Brian Marsh. Brian joined Juice Plus in February 2016 when his wife Fiona, who you heard earlier, was looking to go back to work. Seeking a new challenge for a new phase in life, Brian and Fiona reached out to their friends, Adam and Kira Westwick, and after meeting in their house, they joined the business together. Experiencing rapid growth and reaching NMD 39 Club within the first 8 months of business, and hitting the pinnacle position of 100 Club within 13 months of joining the business, Brian strongly believes that having a strong vision has been a contributing factor to their success. He was also named Australian New Zealand Franchisee of the Year for 2017. Brian believes that mums should have a choice to do mum care instead of daycare, that parents should have choice to prioritise their own family's goals instead of their employer's goals. Together with his wife, he envisages a world where parents never miss a special occasion because they are paid to build someone else's dream. Please welcome Brian to the stage. Alrighty, let's get going. So firstly, Kira, can I ask you to share a little bit about your story, but most importantly, the mindset shift it took to create what you've created today?
Sure. So I was the accidental franchisee. I was a housewife who never saw herself as a businesswoman. I always wanted to be just a mum. Before starting this business, I'd been a stay-at-home mum for 8 years, whilst my husband, Adam Westwick, worked in our traditional business for 70 plus hours a week. The truth is, we had a lot of love in our relationship, but we lived under constant time and financial pressure. And like so many other families today, we were struggling. We were barely surviving, not thriving. We have a 6 and a 10-year-old, 2 beautiful little girls, and they are obsessed with their daddy. And I used to find myself consoling them on almost a daily basis when they cried because they missed him so much, because he was away doing the hustle of traditional business. We were introduced to Juice Plus and the product made sense. We loved the product, we took the product. But it took 3 years of consistent relationship building for the business to make sense to Adam, and he got started. It's one of the only things that he can say today that he was right and I was wrong. I personally only wanted to have a few customers because I was just a mum. I call myself the accidental franchisee because although, I was helping people with the product, they were getting such incredible results that they started reaching out to me and asking me if there was a business behind this because they wanted to share it with their friends and family. So at that point, I would say, Adam, you need to deal with these people. They want to do the business. I'm just a mum. Then came that crucial mindset shift. It was at my second conference where I had my first pivotal moment. And it's when I realized the gift that I had in my hands. It was the gift of one of the smartest business models in the world today that anyone could join and anyone with enough desire could achieve success in. It was the gift to find my voice again. It was the gift to be more than just a mum. And it was the gift to choose mum care instead of daycare and be that stay-at-home mum, but at the same time to be able to create financial independence without sacrificing on those values to be at home with my kids. But I had 3 huge roadblocks standing in the way of my success. Number 1, my belief in the industry was so shaky. Number 2, I'd never really committed 100%. I was just dipping my toe in and I was just waiting to see what happened, and I was wishing and hoping rather than doing. And number 3, my self-worth was at an all-time low because I wasn't doing anything outside my comfort zone. I wasn't growing. So I went straight to work on these obstacles. First of all, I became teachable, and I did all the things that Linda and Adam had told me to do 12 months prior when I started my business. I started watching those training links, specifically Jim Rohn, How to Build Your Network Marketing Business, Eric Worre, Rise of the Entrepreneur. And in a matter of hours, not years, not months, and not even days, but hours, my belief went from about 3% to 100%, like in such a short space of time. I had so much certainty that this industry is incredible, and I was so proud to share it, and I knew that everyone needed to know about it. Secondly, I decided to be all in. For the first time in my life, I chose success. You see, success is a choice, and it's available to every single one of you, but it doesn't come for free. I didn't know how I was going to be successful the moment I chose, but I knew that I would find a way. And third, I went to work on my limiting beliefs so that I could raise the ceiling on my self-worth. You see, self-worth is directly related to your net worth. I had so many ugly money stories growing up. I believed that having more money made you a bad person. But on my journey in this business, I've realized that money simply magnifies the person that you already are. So if you are kind and generous and you are a servant-driven person, you get to be even more generous and you get to serve more people because you have the time and the resources to do so. Those who are making more money in the world, the truth is they're simply adding more value. And money is just an exchange of energy. When I realized this, I was no longer ashamed of my desire to increase my income because I knew it would help me live my life in accordance with my values. John Holowati once said, if you can be more, then you should be more. And if you can have more, it is your responsibility to have more so that you have more to give. So I stand here today so proud of every single cent that my team earns today because it is a direct reflection of the lives that we are impacting. So it is your responsibility to make your income go up. With these shifts, I suddenly found a hunger and a drive and a strength in me that I had never known existed. There was an energy and an enthusiasm in my business that overshadowed my self-doubt. I started attracting people into my business with ease, grace, and flow. It was no longer a push uphill. I wasn't begging people to join me. And because the most certain person always wins, and I was so certain, and because I had a clear vision, a compelling vision that people wanted to follow, my business started thriving. My life shifted dramatically in that moment. We closed our traditional business within 9 months of starting this journey. We no longer have that time and financial pressures that so many families struggle with today. We're present and united every day in our parenting with our girls. I don't find my girls crying for their daddy anymore. They're actually probably sick of him because he's home all the time. The best part is that we get to see our team rise up and do the exact same. Guys, this is a real business, but I had to experience that mindset shift. I had to stop hiding behind our product and believe in what I was doing. This has changed my life so much. It is my responsibility to pass this gift on to as many people as possible. Imagine what would happen to your business if you woke up every single day and you were just as excited to share the business and the wealth opportunity as you are the product and the health opportunity. So the truth is, you are in a network marketing business and it is incredible. Own it. When you embrace it, you, your business, and most importantly, your team will begin to thrive.
Awesome. Thank you, Kira. Okay, Brian, let's hear what happened for you at the beginning.
What's up, Phoenix? Guys, you can do better than that. Kira and Celine, we've come 24 hours to be with you, right? This time we're going to do it again, but at this time you're going to use the same intensity that you are going to apply to your business when you walk out that door, right? The same certainty, the same intensity. Are you ready? What's up, Juice Plus? Now this business is done, right? The certainty around that. Before joining Juice Plus, I spent 20 years in traditional business in marketing. We built, in IT and marketing, we built software for lots of different industries. We ended up in the tourism industry providing digital marketing services. 2 and a bit years ago, my wife was looking to go back to work and she reached out to Adam and Kira. We saw the lifestyle that they had created in this business. And I was skeptical. My wife was all in. We went to their house. We had a bunch of questions that were answered, but they inspired us around a lifestyle that I didn't create or hadn't created in traditional business because I was slave to that 9 to 5 mentality. And we know in network marketing, we don't have that 9 to 5 mentality, right? By chance, Cheryl Cortese and Jeff Roberti actually called in on that meeting at the same time that we were there to talk about something else, but they spent 20 minutes with Fiona and I inspiring us about this industry, inspiring us as to what this could be for us. I've always been attracted to franchises. Always been attracted to franchises in traditional business, because in traditional business, no one shows you the way. You can employ a business coach, but that business coach is paid a fee either way, if you fail or succeed. But in the franchise model, someone's gone before you, created some success, written a system, and is then prepared to hand it on. My wife and I looked at buying a coffee shop franchise for $350,000 4 or 5 years ago, and it was a projection of 3 to 5 years of good trade, taking no money out of the business just to pay down that initial investment. In our first month of Juice Plus, we were cash flow positive. Our first month. Most of our team in our first month are cash flow positive. A business model that pays us an unlimited amount of money. And we're cash flow positive in our first month. And I fell in love with the industry then. A month into our business, I ran into a motivational speaker in Australia who works, Keith Abraham, who works with other network marketing companies, and he coaches some people with hundreds of thousands of distributors under them. And he said to me that the people that create success in this industry, in this profession, treat it as a business. No dipping toes, you've made an investment, you're ready to go, treat it as a business and it'll pay you like a business. So it all started to come together for me at that stage. But it was network marketing. And all of my experiences with network marketing prior to that were not good. But what I realized, it wasn't the profession that I had a problem with. It wasn't the industry that I had a problem with. It was the people and the way they conducted themselves in network marketing that I had a problem with. And my wife and I decided not to be one of those people. We wanted to be attractive. We wanted people to come to us. So we got on purpose at that stage. But my mindset, the shift in my mindset was that this is a new opportunity. The Juice Plus product doesn't compete, right, with anyone else, right? We have no competitors, okay? We don't have any competitors. Network marketing, to me, is a different way of running this business. So my mindset was that we are different to everyone else. So when I spoke to anyone and they mentioned another business or another product, it was irrelevant because we were different to the rest of them. And that changed my life. I'm a big believer in people by us, our why, where we're going. Anyone that said yes, when we heard Jody and Alex shared before, they said yes to Fiona and my vision about where we were going in this business. We delivered it with enough confidence and certainty that I had the solution to the problem the problem in their life. The pain that was in their life, I was 110% confident that this was the solution to their problem. People buy from people they like, know, and trust. Yes? People buy from people they like, know, and trust. And if you think about the people that are in your life, who do you like? You like people that are having a good time. People are attracted to people that are having a good time. And that's the decision we made in this business, was to have a good time, to be certain, to be confident, to know that we had a solution to the problems that people had in their life.
Awesome, fantastic. So let's shift gears just slightly. I know a question that a lot of people have and the curiosity they have is, how has social media played a part in this? Kira, do you want to share first?
So I was a shy, introverted, stay-at-home mum when I joined this business, and I had no business skills. So social media was a way for me to talk to hundreds of people every day without leaving my home and without really leaving my comfort zone. So it was really crucial to my business success. I've never been a social media expert, and I do not stand here as one today, but I was fortunate enough that I had built a small following on social media before joining. And I did this by adding value, sharing what I loved, sharing healthy recipes, sharing health tips, and really just being authentic to who I was. So when I joined, I had a warm market that liked and trusted what I did. I didn't suddenly change on that warm market. I didn't start spamming them. I wasn't being awkward all of a sudden, and I wasn't trying to sell. I subtly created opportunities for people to become curious in what I was doing. And I did this by sharing all of the benefits that I knew people were looking for in their health and in their lifestyle. And I did that primarily through sharing my own story as it unfolded. I focused equally on the products and on the business, separately but equally. And I didn't do this in a flashy, show-off way. I was vulnerable, I was authentic, and I was relatable. And my story resonated with so many other mums. And because I was using my authentic voice, I attracted like-minded people that I am still excited to be working with today. In hindsight, I didn't know what attraction marketing was. And that's a key word that you guys want to write down, attraction marketing. But I found that I'd naturally been doing it and it was working. People were coming to me. I've never once posted the Juice Plus products on my wall, and not because I'm not so incredibly proud about our incredible products, but because I personally don't believe that that is the best way. Now you might be thinking, Kira, that's all well and good, but I don't have a social media following. Well, neither did I once upon a time. We are business owners. We have to be resourceful. This is a 4 to 5 year career, and really that's just you getting started. This is a network marketing business. Our job is to network, to build relationships and to add value and expand our warm market every single day. We're so great at doing that in person, and social media is just another way that we can do this. So ensure that you have that long-term vision for your business and your relationships in person, but on social media as well. So I'm just going to finish by just sharing a few of my top tips for social media that worked for me. Number one, and this is the biggest one, so write this down. Own your story. It is the most powerful marketing tool that you will ever have, and it is free. You don't have to spend money to share your story, and no one can take argument with it. Share about the ups and downs in life. Share how you're able to pay the bills because of the extra stream of income. Share about that dream family holiday that you're able to plan because of this business. It will resonate with so many other families out there. Next, be patient and be consistent. Social media will not bring overnight success. Show that you are committed. Show that this is not a new fad, and show that people can trust you. Find ways to consistently add value by sharing stories that resonate with people's needs and values and dreams in life, and show that this business and the product meets those needs. Be someone you would follow. If you're cringing when you're hitting posts, then chances are your friends and family are going to cringe when they see that post. Okay? Be normal, be inspiring, grow into someone that you're inspired by, be someone you want to follow. Have a look on your social media wall now and see if you're inspired by it, okay? Don't be a Debbie Downer on your social media either, okay? Call your best friend if you need to have a whinge. Don't do that on your wall. Lastly, get obsessed with the process and do not be attached to the outcome. People are always watching. Almost every customer and team member in my business today came from social media, and almost all of them did not comment or like on a single thing I did. And I didn't crack it and stop posting and sharing because no one was liking. Brian Marsh never commented or liked on a single post. You never know when someone like him is watching and decides that this business meets a need that they have in life. So your job is to serve and add value every single day in life, and if you like, on social media. And just a side note, my husband did not build his business on social media, so it's not for everyone, and you can be successful with or without it. But you know, done right, with heart and with lots of authenticity, it's an incredible platform for building your business.
Well done. Thank you, Kira. That was awesome. Brian, would you like to share?
I love social media. I spent years implementing social media strategies for different businesses, and within a post or two, you can reach hundreds, if not thousands of people. But your focus around social media should be to increase curiosity and decrease resistance. Now, as good students, let's get pen and paper out. Let's take notes. Increase curiosity, decrease resistance. If you're posting Juice Plus on your wall, are you increasing curiosity as to what you are doing? Yes or no? No. They know straight away what you're doing. They go straight to Google and find incorrect information that people have put out about our amazing product or about the industry that we are in. This is a relationship marketing business. People buy from people they like, know, and trust. And when you've lost that relationship because they've gone to Google instead of asking you, it is much harder to rebuild that relationship. Your focus on your posts should be increasing curiosity about where you are going, the pain that you're in, the solution that you've got to where you are going. And I know for some of you, and I've had it in our team, that you think the answer to the problem is creating a business page, but it's not, okay? With recent changes in Facebook, us as consumers see a lot less content from business pages as we used to. In fact, the majority of the content that we see from a business page now is sponsored ads. So unless you're prepared to spend a lot of time and a lot of money building your business page, then it is not right for you at this stage. We have had people that have joined our team and within the first month or two have tried creating a brand. tried creating a movement, tried creating a business page, and it's derailed their business because our compensation plan rewards quick success, momentum in the business. But it is very difficult. I never needed to upskill to build that page. I'd already spent 18, 19 years doing that. So it wasn't, I didn't have to watch a YouTube video or do any courses. The business page and spending money on advertising will amplify where you are already at in your business. So if you can't reach out to 5 to 10 people a day, if you can't build relationships with 5 to 10 people a day, what are you going to do if you've got 30 leads a day coming in? It's going to amplify a problem. You need to focus and get the foundations in your business correct before you look at anything like that. We focus on attraction marketing. Attraction marketing, people reaching out to us because we've created curiosity about where we're going and them asking us what we're doing. Now, I tried to get a whiteboard up here, but I couldn't get it up here, so turn to a new page and I want to give you a diagram of what I use for social media. And it is a funnel. If you think about a funnel, a wide funnel, which comes down to a bottom point, which is closer together. At the top of that funnel, write the word curiosity. Under the word curiosity, write posting, and then next to it, conversations. Draw a line under that and write event or presentation or preview group or whatever the tool is that you use as that next step in that process. And then under that, write the follow-up. What did you love about the presentation? And then under that again, write three-way. That there is the system to using social media, to creating curiosity through posting, through conversations, using a tool, be the trailer, not the movie, say less to more people, send the event or the presentation tool, follow up. 47% of people don't follow up because they're scared of the outcome. You're making that about you instead of the other person. You need to get out of the way, follow up, like Jeff Roberti teaches us. The fortune is in the follow-up. Then it's the three-way. It is not your job then. It's your uplines or a buddy's job to inspire them as to what this can be. But this needs to be right first, because that how-to is 5% of the business. 95% of this business is mindset. Owning where you're going, knowing where you will be in 2 years or 5 years. When Jeff and Cheryl were on that phone call to Adam, I knew I would meet them within 12 months, and I've had the pleasure of doing that. But I owned it, I owned where I was going because I had the confidence that I would get there, and then when I shared this amazing product and amazing business with people, they bought into my why, they bought into where I was going, and then it was easy to attract people to follow us on that journey.
Awesome. So, the question we leave you with today is, will you make the mindset shift that is going to enable you to impact the many, or are you going to choose the few? We hope that you choose the many. Thank you.